Well, good day to you, family. Good day to you. Welcome back to the channel, family. Now, listen to this. This is very important in wealth building. Everybody talking about generational wealth. I talk about generational blessings. Whatever you want to call it. You need to ensure that you put beneficiaries, named beneficiaries, on your accounts. Your 401k plans, your TSP, your 457, 403b, your Roth IRA, your traditional IRA, your brokerage account, your Grow the Gap Fund account, which is a brokerage account. You need to name beneficiaries on those accounts. Now, under the 401k plan or the TSP or the 403b, things like that, it doesn't matter who you put on there. If the spouse has not given consent for you to put somebody else on there outside of the spouse is going to get that money at the point of your demise. That's just law. I don't care who you put on there. It supersedes a will, a trust, or anything else. If that spouse can prove that you were still legally married to them at the point of their demise, whether you were together or not, if you were still legally married, that spouse would automatically get that money from your 401k plan, your TSP, your 457, anything like that. That spouse will get that money because that's just the law. All right. Now that spouse can give consent for you to give it to someone else, but they got to get a written consent and it's got to get notarized and sent in. All right. Now under the Roth IRA or the traditional IRA, you can name anyone on there. It doesn't have to be the spouse. But once again, you need to name someone. That way you can do tax avoidance, not tax evasion. We don't do tax evasion, but tax avoidance. And there's some parameters. Say, for instance, you want to leave it over to your children. Your children can't get that money until they're 21 years old. So if you got 8-year-old and you got them named as the beneficiary on your Roth IRA plan, they can't touch that money until they're 21 years old. They'll have a custodian to be able to be just that, a custodian, but they can't. That money cannot be spent. It's not turned over to you until to their child until they're 21 years old. And the thing about it is, they got a 10-year window to pull that money out of the Roth IRA, the traditional IRA. They got a 10-year window. They don't have to pull it all out in the first year. So they can let that money compound again for another 10 years from the age of 21 to the age of 31. And if it's in the Roth, it's tax-free money. So it's just growing upon growing. And by that time, you're more mature to handle that money anyway if you take it out about 31 years old. So under the traditional IRA, you're going to have to pay taxes when you start pulling that money out. The beneficiaries will. So just a word to the wise. But anyway, go back and name those. And I like to do this at the end of every year. Whenever you have a change, go back and change beneficiaries so no one would be surprised at the point of your demise.